probably good with their brain and heart, but still they don't succeed. Then they think that क्या किया हमने life में.
And 11 years, as you said, right? Total experience.
16 years.
16 years, including your general manager position.
Yeah. In hospitality, we always say that guest is right. Guest is always right. No, guest is not always right.
No.
So
just a personality. Learn from the hospitality dictionary that guest is always right. Hall meeting. So do you have any separate categories of
guest experience?
Recognizing the staff.
Yes. What is the advantage of iPhone and why they're carrying an iPhone? It's a social stigma that I have to carry. If the people are carrying, I should also show off. Oh, I have iPhone. Be yourself. Gen Z, have patience.
Another few years.
It's a big thing for me now.
Ma'am, as you are from a HR background, director of HR, then operation head, GM. So at certain point of time, you also take interviews, right? So when you take 3 candidates interviews and you select one, so what are your key criteria you look at from them?
As I already said, I have 3 categories of people. One is wonderful in academics. Second one is very well off and he just need to learn and he want to make his career. And the third one, who doesn't have anything but he has a hunger to aspire in his life. I will always go for the third person because everything can be taught to people, but attitude cannot be taught. The person who has a right attitude, they will definitely succeed in his or her career. But if you don't have a right attitude, you will never succeed in your life. Why I'm giving this example? Because you will see a lot of people who are very intelligent, smart, intellectual, doing they are superbly good with their brain and heart, but still they don't succeed in life. And sometimes you see the very generic people when you meet some vice president or some big shot, and when you meet one-to-one, you see that, oh, he's so generic person, right? How come he came to this level? It is not because what you look and what you showcase to people. It is all about how you deal with it and the hunger of learning and attitude, respect. That makes you, a better candidate. And I will always look forward for the person who has a better attitude and who really wants to learn. I will never take a person who just come for, who has a wonderful background and they just want to make a career. Okay, I have to start. मुझे करना है, ठीक है. मम्मी पापा ने धक्का दिया तो चलो ठीक है, जॉब करना है. होटल मैनेजमेंट किया तो I have to justify, the what fees they have paid. But I always go with the attitude. I can make them learn, I can make them do anything. But the people, we face such mindset of people, and they are not able to survive. Because when you teach, when the student they pursue the studies in hotel management, they don't see the real life. They don't see real life. When they come to the real life and when they have to pick up the plates, when they have to make the rooms, then they think that क्या किया हमने life में. But that's what the start is. That you have to start. You have to understand. Maybe the people who are staying in the room might be just like your family, right? Similar kind of financial background, everything. Then you feel that मैं उसके लिए क्यों कर रहा हूँ. But if you have attitude to learn and you really want to grow, you will do all these things. You will do all basics. चाय पिलाने के लिए चाय बनाना और आना बहुत ज़रूरी है. So it is very important to understand the entire dynamics of the work. You cannot be just swimming. There is no shortcut in life to anything in life. So step by step. So I will always prefer a person who has a right attitude in place. I'll always look forward. It doesn't matter whether the person holds any big academic background or not.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm sure that as you have more than 11 years, as you said, right? Total experience.
16 years.
16 years, including your general manager position. Yeah. So a different experience with the guest, with the staff, whatever it is. So any such experience what you can remember now to share with the viewers, which can motivate our viewers to become a leader?
Oh, yeah. When I was in human resources, I was I was addressed as a, a mother to so many, and still, I feel like I'm a mother figure to so many people. But when I got into operations, it was totally a different, altogether experience for me. I always say people to, in hospitality, we always say that guest is right, guest is always right. No, guest is not always right. They can be also wrong, yeah. And you have to stand up for yourself and you have to stand up for your team. And I'll cite one of the beautiful example. And last year, and there was a crazy wedding dates going on, and the hotel was going full house, back to back. And when the wedding happens, you get very different kind of clientels. And by chance, I just had my lunch and I was standing at the reception just to see what is happening, how the things are going on. And I keep standing at my, lobby area, restaurant area to see what is going on. So all of a sudden, I saw somebody screaming at my team, and she was a girl. And the fellow was just screaming, and it was just as he was screaming for one of the small thing that we needed a ID proof to release the room, and that's the process. I couldn't hold myself, and I went to that gentleman and I said, "What's your problem? Why are you screaming and shouting at my team?" So he said, "No, she's asking for an ID proof." I said, "Yeah, that's what the process is. You have to give ID proof, right, to take a room." "No, it's not like that. And I work with the airport authority and we don't ask." I said, "Are you serious? You don't ask?" "So no, generally we don't ask." I said, "Okay, all right. But if you don't give, we'll not give you." And we actually had a heated argument. And I told him first thing that, doesn't care. I don't care who you are. But if you disrespect my team, I will throw you out of my hotel. And trust me that I will do. And we had such situation, and then he got a little calm, and then everything was done. It was in place. Next day, I was standing in a lobby, and he just saw me, and he came and he apologized. He said, "I'm really very sorry, and I should have not spoken." I said, "Yes, you should not have. If suppose your sister or any one of them would have standed, behind the reception, would you have treated her like that?" Because sometimes I feel that you people take hospitality very differently, right? You were not right yesterday, and you were not right. So that's the reason I have to tell you that. And then he said, now I know who you are." I said, "Okay, who am I?" "Oh, you are a general manager of the hotel." "Okay, all right. And you are a Bihari." I said, "Okay, all right. That's fine." I said, "But the Bihari doesn't makes me to stand for my team, right? I will always stand for my team, whosoever is there. And if someone is doing wrong, I will always stand for that. I don't care what the guest says that point of time to me." So, yeah, it happens, You should always stand for your team so that at least team should look up to you. Everything is not right in life, and every guest is not right. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very different story altogether, because even we also learned from the hospitality dictionary that guest is always right.
No, guest is not always right. Guest is also sometimes wrong, and they make they want to take undue advantage of,
Right.
Of the hospitality. And a lot of people come with a very different mindset also, and you have to educate them. You have to teach them. Hello, not allowed. We are there to give you experience. We are here to give you services. Ask for it. But please don't, disrespect anyone in the hospitality. That's not us. So, yeah. Give respect, take respect.
So, ma'am, moving towards the operations, like guest satisfaction, as you know, it's all about why we are here in hospitality world.
Correct.
So, there are some major roles where the operational leaders they take up with their team to exceed guest expectation. So whenever you have a team meeting or you have a town hall meeting, so do you have any separate categories of
Guest experience.
recognizing the staff?
Yes, yes.
How they are exceeding their guest
Yes.
expectation.
Of course, we do that, and rewards and recognition is very, very important, and it plays a very important role to motivate your team. And we do have a town hall, we do every month, and we have a separate categories for guest experience, and we do recognize them at various platform. And we also do recognize for the sometimes doing extraordinary things, like suppose if one review has also come for that particular person and he has gone out of the way to help the guest, we do recognize them. So it is very important, and we have a separate WhatsApp group where we have only the guest experience. And if the people are really doing well, my team is doing really well, so definitely we recognize there also, because we keep checking, right? I keep checking from my boss if my boss has said good or bad for me, right? In a similar way, my team also look forward at what my boss is saying, what she thinks. So it is very important to recognize. Reward and recognition is very important tool to boost the morale of your team. Doesn't matter big or small. One pat on the back also makes huge difference. Reward and recognition should not only be in the monetary form, it should be always instant. And few things, yes, you keep it for town hall, but you should never shy away for giving an instant recognition to your team. And I generally do. When I go down and I read someone's, and I pat on his or her back, I said, hey, well done, boy, good job. So, and that really makes you feel so proud. So it's a good, yeah. It should be always instant, and plus what you recognize in the town hall.
Okay, ma'am, it's a very important question for the students' perspective. As you know, IBIS is a boutique budget hotels, right?
Hotel, yes.
And there are leading 5-star hotels in the hospitality world.
Yes.
So when any BHM background degree students, or diploma student, they want to start from a 5-star.
Yes.
Nobody wants to start from a 4-star or 3-star. Right. So I'm very much sure that you can make the students understand what is the difference between 5-star, 3-star, 4-star, and what is your career journey should be.
I think I'm a good example, right? Yeah. So I started my career with a 5-star deluxe property, and I started my career as a HR coordinator, and then I moved on to different hotel and all 5-star hotel. But did this 5-star give me this journey where I'm sitting today? No. It's IBIS which made me, and 11 years of my career is with IBIS. I can move because I work with Accor and I can move to different brand. But I always tell people that it is not the categories are here. If you want to work, you can work. If you want to succeed, you can succeed. And trust me, I tell you, people who work in a luxury hotel, the 5-star hotel, when they look up to us and they feel like, I really wanted to become like her. So in 5-star, you take time to reach to this position, but you work in a budget hotel, sky's the limit. You do well, you will get the position. So you don't have to wait for the entire life to become 40, 50, 60 to become a GM. You can become a GM in 10 years and 12 years also. And then from there you can again redefine yourself. So class category is always here. I always tell my people, what work you do here, you do multi-skilling. You learn everything here, which I believe the categories, because they have their own set. They have their own set of challenges. They have own set of experience what they have to give. So it depends what you want. And if you want to work, you can work from anywhere. आप ढाबा से भी काम करो तो you will reach to that place. It's all about handling people. In 5-star also you handle guests, and in 3-star, 2-star, 1-star, whichever the categories you work with, you handle the guests. So it's all about how you deal with it, and it's all what you want. So for me, there's no classification. For me, it is always a guest, how you deal with them. So I don't think so. And being me, where you have seen person, in 4 years' time becoming a general manager. So I have got in economy segment. And someone was telling me, I have got an opportunity to move into bigger brand, higher brand. But I said that I think IBIS is in my DNA now. And I love IBIS. So that's how it is. But again, depends what you want. So none of the category teaches you anything. All the category, 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, and 7-star teaches you guest experience. And which is from your heart. So that's what I feel that all categories are. What you want to do depends on you. Nobody is going to judge you with your star categories. I hope you're not judging me today. You are interviewing me, right? So you never thought that you're coming to economy brand, right?
No.
So
Just a personality.
that's what. That's it.
Yes, ma'am. So now we will wrap up the session, ma'am. So we want to know your next career planning, where you want to see yourself another few years.
It's a beginning for me now. So yeah, this is a beginning now. I always say that I did my half of my career with HR and operations. So this is going to define me further. I don't know where I'm going to move, but definitely I will move to a better place and where I will get more power to help my people and support my people. So that is what I'm looking forward. Success is all about your happiness, and I'm looking forward, and I will look forward for bigger things. You will see me somewhere around, I'm sure.
And you want to say some words to our viewers and especially to our students?
Yes, of course. This generation is very different generation. They are born with the iPhone. They are born with technology, which is very good also. Which is actually very good and good advantage. They get an exposure of everything in a minute. They don't have to go and somewhere dine. If they really want to feel in the 2 o'clock that they want to eat something, just press a button and you get it. Swiggy, Zomato, anything. Yeah, that's what the life is for them. But again, I say, earn for it. It is all about what you do is earning in life, and nothing will fetch you in a shortcut. So it is very important to make a hard work and go through the process and then earn it. That achievement gives you a very different kind of happiness and satisfaction. Success is never big or small. Success is success. How you want to celebrate it, it is up to you. So I will just give that message to the Gen Z. Have patience, have more learning, don't shy away from learning, and then look forward. And you are blessed with the high technologies these days. Everything is just in a minute, it comes to you. For us, we had to do a lot of, XYZ. When I started, my career, and when I finished my MBA, I was not very pro computers, trust me. हमें सिर्फ CV बनाना आता था और CV email ID में भेजना आता था. That's what we knew. And we learned. But for these kids, they know everything, as soon as they are born. So, but you have to earn everything. Their parents has earned everything, so they should also earn. It's very easy, but ask me, so many people have iPhone, but how many people know what is the advantage of iPhone and why they're carrying an iPhone? 1% people will tell you that why they're carrying an iPhone. Not everyone. It's a social stigma that I have to carry. If the people are carrying, I should also show off. Oh, I have iPhone. Buy what you look forward to. What is the utility of that particular thing? Don't copy. Be yourself. You don't need to be. I don't need to be an Aishwarya Rai. I need to be Amita. So you should be in your personality and you should define your personality. That's it. You should be yourself. You should have your own identity, nobody else's identity. So that's the message I really want to give them. Like, be yourself. Don't copy anyone. And earn everything in life. That will give you happiness. And I think that is key to success. That's what from my table.
Thank you so much for the session. Thank you, viewers, for watching this session, and I'm sure you will have a lot of questions after this podcast. Please do mail us, contact us in the below number mentioned in the podcast, and we will surely catch you up once again very soon with one of the more industry experts. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.